I remember you talking about this show with me before, and it sounded to me a lot like the writers may have liked the series and wanted to respect it, but they
Well,
didn't have enough confidence in it for its story beats to land
well,
on
the
its
show
own.
it got abandoned. So I almost wanted to say in its defense, but that's actually what kind of shows just how shitty it was from the start. I can't remember the names right now, but the fucking original guys for Avatar, they were working on that Netflix adaptation at first. They at least had a contract to do that with them. And basically, they felt so. I shouldn't put words in their mouth, but I want to say felt so disrespected as far as loyalty to the continuity of the show that the fans love so much was not respected well. It wasn't given its due justice, and we see that in the show. And literally the creators were like, "Fuck this show." And they're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to work on actually some animated shows now. I think they're supposed to make like a movie with Zuko and some other, and I think they're supposed to do another like a thing past Korra after Legend of Korra with an earthbending thing. I don't know how far. I haven't researched that in a long time, but I do know they are still trying to work other projects. But this whole live adaptation thing, again, to what I was kind of saying earlier, has not been successful going from cartoon, and Avatar's almost anime, to live adaptation.
I'd say with the series, it kind of touched on it already. It just
That's just it. Why can't we just leave it at the
it,
show? The show did it best. Just let it be. You know,
Yeah.
if you can't do it right, and that's just there's so many more things we want to actually see. We want to see the story about Zuko's mom. We want to see these stories of Aang after he freaking saves the world because it's so much more. And they showed a tiny bit in Korra, but it's kind of like when we talk about George R. R. Martin thinking about Lord of the Rings. I want to know what Aragorn does after he becomes king. What are his tax policies?
Yeah.
So similarly with Aang, I think a lot of people do. What happens with Aang is hard because his magnum opus is
Yeah.
defeating Fire Lord Ozai, but that's not the only things he did, and
But
there's just a lot more things they could do that they just keep repeating the story that was done perfectly, and they just keep trying to tell it shittier and
but
shittier.